Hey there, Greg from My Mortgage. Wanting to chat about credit scores. Now, we hear a lot from clients about maybe they've got a really good credit score, or potentially they've had something in the past that hasn't gone so well and they've got a bad credit score, or they think they do. And lots of the time, this kind of importance of credit score is a little bit overblown and tends to come from what we see from the US. So in the United States, credit score is really important, can stop you doing a whole bunch of things. In New Zealand, credit score is still important, but there's a bunch of other factors the banks look at. They take a little bit more of a holistic approach when it comes to lending. So for example, someone might have a really good credit score, but they might run their bank accounts poorly. So they may always be just dropping into unarranged overdraft, something like that. Now, that's not going to show up on a credit score, but that does affect how the bank looks at you and something they call account conduct. Something else might be that someone with a good credit score might pay their bills just a few days late all the time. Now, the bank might see that and go, hey, look, that's a client that we might not be comfortable taking on because that's showing that they maybe don't have the financial character that we're looking for. Whereas someone whose maybe credit score has had a bad thing happen over the last maybe 5 years, something like that, that's all been sorted and dealt with, but their credit score hasn't quite improved yet. The bank could look at them and say, look, they always pay their bills on time. Their accounts are always in the positive. They're not going into unarranged overdrafts, and that's a client that we would like to work with. So just because you've had a credit score issue doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily be declined for home lending. There's a website, mycreditfile.co.nz, which is a way that you can check your credit score. So you can jump on there. There's a free option, I believe, and then there's a paid option. The paid option gets it to you quicker, and you can actually see what the bank will see when they do a credit check on you. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can do that. The other thing we often hear is people saying, especially first home buyers, I don't have any credit score. I've never had any debt. I've never had a credit card. I've never had a car loan, anything like that. And so often they'll say, I need to go out and get some debt. Now, that's not the case. If you have no credit history, that's totally fine. And it's actually better to have no credit history than it is to have a bad credit history. So you don't have to go and get anything. If it's correct for your age and stage, so maybe you're 21, you're leaving home to go and buy your first house, there's been no reason for you to have anything on credit, then that's fine. If you can show your really good account conduct and that you're a client that the bank would want to work with, then that won't be a problem at all. So any questions about your credit score, feel free to let us know. You can use My Credit File to find that information out, and happy to look at your situation for you.